All right. Welcome everybody that's tuning in and or will be tuning in to the finals of the best of three season between Optimal Acorn and Deadpan. The map is equal footing. Optimal Acorn in the north has the blue Romans, Deadpan in the south has the red uh, Babylonians. Now they've come a long way. And for context, let me just switch over to the best of three ladder and just take a look at how these two warriors got here. Of course, Optimal Acorn coming in on the mid levels, holding at the top of the tier here, 8-2. Deadpan with quite a few battles under his belt. Um, would fall next to him in line with Stock opting out, and of course me opting out to be able to cast these events. So, and there should be a good match with Deadpan being the underdog in this battle, but doesn't necessarily mean that he's out. So this should be a good match. We've seen Deadpan over the course of the weeks here, and his Babylonians are extremely strong. Um, it's going to be a tough fight for Optimal, but both of these players have unique and slightly different styles here. Typically, you're going to see Deadpan play more of an aggressive game here, and he's probably going to raid a lot more. Optimal doesn't seem to be as aggressive, um, but his macro is definitely top tier. So we'll see how this plays out. It looks like at the time, Optimal and Deadpan are both going to open with the barracks, and we'll see who goes on the offensive first. We take a look at their villagers here and see where they have them placed. It looks like 5 on food for Deadpan, 4 on wood, and of course they're going to need gold to continue their spearman production. And you have the kind of the same order here for Optimal. 6 on food, looks like now 5 on wood, 2 on gold, and again Optimal deciding to hang back. He did see this incoming attack here, but it looks like you got the 6 spearmen of Deadpan to the 7 spears for Optimal. And we're going to see who comes out on top of this battle. It looks like it's about even, I think. See, so you got the 5-4. More spearmen streaming in for both players. It's still about even. Optimal on his way to the Bronze Age. Deadpan has not clicked up quite yet. Oh, he might have. Oh, there. I just saw the resources drop. Okay, the ziggurat is going up now for for Deadpan. And when you ask yourself, what is the goal of these spear battles early on? They're meant to disrupt, to gain an advantage, and trying to force your opponent to either lose gathering time, get behind in villagers so you can go ahead and try to get the lead, try to get the macro lead, and just overall set your opponent back. so you can gain the edge. And sometimes it's successful, others not so successful. Especially when you're playing someone that's very even in skill and level. All right, so both players are now in the Bronze Age. Optimal is able to get a second town center up, and it looks like Deadpan is actually going to be able to spot this with a spearman hanging out close by. Deadpan, he's going for a defensive second town center. And it looks like the villagers were actually able to kill that spearman that was lingering. And there's still a spear battle raging on. It's not over. Is with Optimal kind of moving towards the center of the map here, forcing Deadpan back with having a legionary out here on the map now. And I'm sure there's going to be, okay, Deadpan's going to go with a stables for a second town center. And even though Deadpan went on the offensive, it's now Optimal forcing Deadpan to retreat back to his base and forcing him to gather on berries, while Optimal is still able to successfully gather from his hunts. So good location here for Optimal. It looks like they might be slightly out of range, but it's still fairly protected and guarded here, so Optimal's not in a bad position. He has plenty of resources here with his hunts and berries. It's about to be 7 minutes here. We'll get a villager count, 27 for Optimal, and it looks like 30 villagers for Deadpan. And we'll say it's fairly even because these ox carts do count as villagers, and he does have 2 ox carts, so 3 ox carts. Okay, there's an archery range going up here for Deadpan. Let's take a look at what Optimal has for his productions. Finals hype. That's right, Smiga. Welcome. Who do you have, Smiga? Let's hear it. Let's hear it in the chat. Who do you have for the winner? Winning the best of 5 series. You can go ahead and say it. All right. Optimal. All right, we shall see. Okay, so it looks like Optimal is getting a little bit of everything here. 3-1. All right, interesting. Stock will be joining me here shortly. He's on his way home, so we will have Stock joining the co-cast here in a little bit. All right, so 4 production buildings for Optimal. And it looks like Deadpan's still sitting on... Oh, he does have a barracks, 2 stables, and an archery range. All right, and he is taking his 5 Lancers, moving out for a raid. Deadpan is looking extremely strong, especially with Babylonians. He has a new tactic or strategy now, and I'm not going to spoil it, but maybe you'll see it here in this game. And it seems to be very, very successful. So we'll see if he utilizes it here. But it's extremely clever, and it's been really good. It's been working very successfully. So we'll see. But like I said, I don't want to spoil it for you. All right, we're 9 minutes in. Looks like 44 villagers for Optimal, 46 villagers for Deadpan. So still even in the villager count. All right, Optimal's going to decide to push here. And it appears he does have the stronger military here with his 17 legionaries and 7 spearmen and 2 decorions. But with Deadpan having his 2 defensive town centers, this might not be the best attack for Optimal. We'll see how it plays out. Looks like the slingers are not really targeting the bowmen here. And with Deadpan having defender's advantage, he should be able to clean this up. Okay, these Decorions now are getting onto the bowmen. They're extremely tanky. There's still, looks like 2 Lancers left. And Optimal is going to fizzle out here. And Deadpan is still sitting in a pretty good situation. But Optimal is, let's see, is that raid? Oh, that raid's still going on. Oh, okay, he had 5 Lancers. And it looks like there's still 2 left, now 1. And let's see if that really did any damage to Optimal. He's at 51 villagers to the 56. So Deadpan might have been able to pull ahead slightly from that raid, judging by the villager count. All right, there's watch posts going up. So I thought maybe Deadpan might have pulled his Lancers back, but it looks like he decided to keep them raiding while that attack was going on. All right, so Optimal ahead in overall population. Actually, okay, now actually they're pretty much almost dead even here. All right, looks like there's going to be another battle here in the middle of the map. And let's take a look at the units here. Looks like 11 Lancers, only 6 Bowmen right now. So that Bowman ball is not very big. Optimal is definitely going to win this battle here. Deadpan might want to think of retreating, pulling back, and saving some of his military. Optimal just has the superior numbers, and Deadpan is not equipped to deal with this attack right now. And there he's deciding he's going to go ahead and pull back, rally his units, and maybe rethink of engaging until he maybe gets his numbers up. Let's see if there's any armory yet, or maybe if he can get an armory. What is this going up? Okay, there's an armory for Deadpan going up right now. Let's see if Optimal has an armory. I don't believe so. Okay, so no armory, just, oh wait, this might be it. Yep, okay. So both armories going up at the exact same time. Optimal ahead in overall population now with 63 villagers going to the Silver Age. Deadpan 69 villagers. Let's see. Okay, it looks like Optimal Scout's hanging out here on the left flank while he was probably thinking about attacking on the right. And look at this gathering. Clear in enemy territory. Very bold. He said, I don't care. I need to eat. My villagers need to eat. So we are going to find food wherever necessary. All right, here comes another incoming raid by Deadpan. He has a very weak Lancer here. We'll see if he's able to survive this mission. But I like that Optimal is kind of hanging back. Let's see where his main force is. Okay, so he wants to make it to the Silver Age. He's going to get these stronger units. He's almost maxed out here, 150 of 160. He did lose 1 villager, but that's okay because he still has 64. Deadpan on his way to the Silver Age, now up to 72 villagers. He can't seem to find this Lancer hanging out here in the north. Okay, and now we have a Spearman Champion for Deadpan. Armory techs being completed. Optimal having 2 armory techs in queue here, and it looks like he decided to go with. Let's take a look at. I think it's the Corian Champion. It looked like that was the first one he got. Let's see. Yeah, he doesn't have Legionary Champions just yet. Didn't research that. He should be placing his 3rd town center down any moment now. He's probably looking, if you look at his cursor, he's probably looking for a good place. Okay. He's going to put it fairly close here. And at this time, looks like Deadpan is going to go ahead and push out. And he's going to queue up a bunch of Royal Guards here. Oh, and here the siege workshops are up. And we should be expecting Scorpios out any moment. Oh, there's a bunch of villagers that look like they're going to die here. Let's see. Optimal still at 64, while Deadpan's at 73 villagers. Oh, and this town center is going to get denied. It is not going to be completed. Nice catch by Deadpan. Optimal still has the resources to rebuild it, but part of Deadpan's force here is going to be completely wiped out. And let's see, these Lancer champions are just going to continue to go on a raid here and hit and run, and they are getting away with killing quite a few villagers here. It looks like they might be stuck. Oh my gosh, about 5 villagers there got wiped out. Let's see, that puts Optimal at 61 villagers, and Deadpan is not done yet. He's going to continue to just keep on raiding. And let's see what is going on here. Very, very bold, right in Optimal's backyard. Oh, good Lord. Okay. If Optimal tries to expand out, he's going to see that. Let's hope he doesn't decide to build a market over here in this location. Let's see. 7 Lancer champions left. Oh, there's more on the way to continue raiding. And let's see if Optimal got his villager count back up. No, he's at 65. And did he rebuild his third town center? Not yet. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay. Third town center's up. More armory techs in queue for Optimal. All right, and the echoes are out. More villagers dying. Let's see. Okay, that still puts them at 65. While Deadpan is up to 77. And we are about 17 minutes into this game. And now with Optimal having these echoes out, he's more equipped to deal with these fast-moving Lancers. And it looks like Optimal is going to be able to get away with killing some villagers here in the middle of the map. It looks like 5 villagers here. Oh, he's not paying attention. All right, he should be able to win this battle. We got Champion Decorions. We don't have Champion Legionnaires, but we do have the Echoes that are, again, well equipped to deal with these Lancer champions. Oh, and there's another raid going on. He's just got a multi-prong attack here. And Optimal still hanging in with 63 villagers, but it looks like he might, I don't know if there's going to be a base trade or if he's going to try to pull everything back to deal with this attack. Okay, he does have some units hanging back here, and Optimal is going to be fighting right directly between Deadpan's 2 town centers, so he should be able to clean this up while he's getting away with destroying a lot of Optimal's infrastructure here. There's just still raids continuing to go on everywhere. While Optimal is not going to be able to get a lot done here, advancing into Deadpan's base, and his population is rapidly dropping. He's up to 68 villagers now. He got villagers up, but he just doesn't have the resources. 13 on food. Let's see, 4 on gold. And there, Optimal's going to give the GG, and Deadpan getting the first victory here in his best of 5. Well played. Like I said before, though, we've seen Deadpan here in the weeks, the following weeks, or the past weeks, and he's been looking extremely strong with his Babylonians. And here we just saw it on display, so nicely done. Good game. We'll take a look at the stats. All right, everything was pretty close. The Deadpan pulling ahead in villagers. Optimal with more military, but those raids were just brutal. Very nice raiding by Deadpan. All right, we're gonna go ahead and relog. Oh, wait a minute. Let me take a look at the map. Oh no, he can't do the same map. So next map is going to be Treasure Island, and we do have Stock here now to join us.
Wow, good game.
Oh, you saw that, Stock?
Yeah. Oh well, the last half of it at least.
Yeah. Yeah, Deadpan, as expected, looking very strong with that. I think I did invite you, Stock. Let me see here.
No. Yep. And I would
All right.
say in the very first game, it proved that Deadpan was the right person to verse Optimal because I've played Optimal in that matchup several times and I never beat him. Uh, Babylon versus Roman.
Yeah. All right, let's get set up here. All right, Stock. So, what are your predictions here, and what do you think of the event so far? What are your thoughts?
Jeez, I don't know. If Deadpan keeps that up, Deadpan's got to take it. But I thought Optimal was stronger, but maybe a week without internet, he he is getting it back right now.
Yeah, and we've been seeing this type of gameplay from Deadpan a lot. I mean, his raids have been, like I said, top tier, um, extremely aggressive, and relentless. So,
And
he,
the multi prong takes a special skill to do, and he can do it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. All right, so go ahead and start with the introductions.
This is the best of 5 mid-level finals, game 2. We have Deadpan on the left, the blue Egyptians, Optimalacorn on the right, the red Celts. Barracks for both.
And we might be able to get all the best of fives completed today. We might be able to have the one verse ones from the mid level and high levels, and then the two verse two. That's going to be the number one seeds, the top uh, number one ranked position teamed against the number two. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to
That
be
would that would
Aries
actually
and
be amazing.
yeah, Cool Cat and Optimal versus Aries and Deadpan. He said Aries and Deadpan have been practicing a bit, teamed up, so we'll see how their training and see if
That's
they can
good.
make
That's
it
good.
happen.
You know, Cool Cat's very confident as well.
All right, so let's talk about the strategy on Treasure Island. We are most likely, and I say this with pretty full confidence, Doc, that we're going to see a water battle at some point.
Yeah,
uh, I don't think either of these players are going to allow the other to just get on water uncontested.
especially like this one's not for fun. This is for all the marbles, so they're saying no, I can't let him take water for free.
Yeah, and get any sort of economical advantage. All right, both with very weak spearmen. You got the weakest spearman in the game, the Celtic spearman and the Egyptian spearman. Uh, Optimal going on the offensive this time around. Last time it was Deadpan, but if you saw earlier in the game, the game one on equal footing. Deadpan did go on the offensive and got countered pretty good. Wasn't able to really get anything done with the spearman, and then was actually ended up forced off his hunts and had to retreat back to his base. So we'll see how this spearman battle pans out. And it looks like, okay, Optimal is going to spot this second storehouse going up on a second hunt's location.
Nice.
And maybe get a villager kill here. Okay, good reaction by Deadpan. And he is going to lose that storehouse. He is not going to make it there in time.
Optimal set up to multi-prong too. He could hit the first storehouse as
oh,
well.
he is. Yeah, and he's playing this exactly how you should. Kind of using this hit and run tactic or hit and run method. And he did get a dock here on the water. So we'll see if Deadpan spots that or not, if he's going to patrol the coast. It looks like Optimal is actively patrolling the coastline of Deadpan to see if he's going to try to attempt to get on water. He's going to keep his scout just patrolling up and down here to see if he's going to have to react to that or not. All right, there's a Temple of Ra going up for Deadpan. Optimal is not quite yet ready to advance to the Bronze Age. He is getting 2 fishing boats out. And this is not a good position for Deadpan to be in right now, with being knocked off his hunts, not able to get onto the water just yet, having multiple spearmen just constantly roaming around his base here with multi-prong attacks. Optimal definitely in control here with being very aggressive and using this, like I call the hit and run tactic, moving in, seeing what he can kind of snipe, and then backing out, not losing too much. I think he might have lost 1 spearman here. Okay, there's the second town center going up. Now, let's see, because Deadpan is able to get the Axeman out now. So let's see if Optimal can gain some ground here after being knocked off of both hunts here and being forced back to berries. And he is looking, I think he does see that Optimal is patrolling his coastline. And he's probably is thinking about trying to at least attempt get a villager out there onto the coast and get a dock up. He is actually going to go with a second barracks. And it looks like Deadpan will be able to fight this. He does have, 3 axemen here in the composition. And Optimal knows he does not stand a chance. He's going to have to back off here. 3 fishing boats out here now for Optimal. Optimal did make it to the second age, and he is getting a second town center up. So Optimal looking like he's in a much better position right now. Let's see if he can continue this this momentum that he has. 4 fishing boats, second town center. He's getting his 3rd barracks up. And what are your thoughts here, Stock?
Optimal is in a good position, but Egypt, you only need to get in a position where you can outstream your opponent on land, and so he still has a chance. Hopefully we don't see a case where Deadpan's been playing like so much Babylon that he's lost a little touch with other civilizations too.
Oh yeah, we've definitely seen that before. Let's take a look at Deadpan's vision to see if he does. Okay, so he does see the dock from Optimal. He's not aware of the second dock, but he does see at least 1 dock. So he does know that oh, and there Deadpan is now trying to get onto the water. All right, and Optimal sees this. Let's see if he decides to queue up. Oh, wait, is that a? Yeah, okay, so he is going to get the the second dock here. All right, and let's see if he decides to queue up a swan ship. Let's take a look at Optimal's vision. Because he knows that his scout was killed, but I don't think he knows that there was a villager there. Because there's no swan ship being queued right now. So Deadpan might be able to catch him by surprise here. You got the 18 long swords. And they
Heading
are
right towards some villagers.
5 vulnerable villagers here that are about to be surrounded possibly. And he looks like he's going to get away with 1 kill, 2 kill, 3 kill. Almost got a 4th, and he's going to lose the storehouse there. Okay, there are 4 barracks here for Deadpan. Let's take a look at Optimal. Looks like he has 4 barracks as well. He does have his Bard Hall getting brewing right now. Increase the health of his long swordsman. And let's take a look at the numbers here. 30 long swords to 20 axemen. And it looks like Optimal might actually be able to overwhelm Deadpan here, but actually I don't know with the second town center fighting in at this location if he's actually going to be able to hold on for too long, especially with Deadpan having defender's advantage. Okay, looks like he is going to be able to clean this up.
Triremes
Yeah.
went forward.
Okay, he waited until we got 2 triremes. And he is going to take out all these fishing boats, and I'm sure he will maintain control of the water now. So nicely done by Deadpan. Optimal just never saw that coming with the dock being built there. Like I said, he did have a scout there, lost his scout, but didn't realize that there was a villager building a dock. So he's trying to get these fishing boats out of harm's way, but there's not going to be a whole lot he can do, and he's not queuing up any swan ships right now at the moment. Let's go ahead and get a villager count here. We're now at almost 11 minutes and 15 seconds. 55 villagers for Deadpan, 60 for Optimal.
Armory for Deadpan.
Oh, let me go ahead and put the score on there too. Yeah, update the score.
40 long swords, and they caught the priestesses.
Okay, let's see how many remaining. 37 long swords remaining. So I think if you're Optimal, oh, he split his units here trying to chase down the raid. I think if you're Optimal, you don't really go for like a full push into the base and maybe just try to maneuver around Deadpan's base and try to pick off what you can. Now that he has the superior numbers here. And you look at the population difference here, Optimal 131 population, 67 villagers to the 106 and 61 villagers. One thing I don't see here from Optimal is I don't see any druids. Does he have a sacred grove? No, he doesn't.
They just went for pure numbers, and he's still cranking out a lot
And
of long swords.
do they have? Okay, they do have their armory upgrades as well. I hate to call it the Soon stock, but it looks like Optimal is going to take this win for game 2. Deadpan really low on gold. He was able to get 13 villagers on gold here. He's going to try to get up a panic tower, but at this point, I don't think that's going to do a whole lot of good. Deadpan now at 78, 80 population, 60 villagers. He does have somewhat control of the water. He's able to destroy one dock, but Optimal is still able to fish. He is advancing to the Silver Age now, and there's just too many long swords in here. It looks like 35 that I'm counting.
Yep.
I know Deadpan is trying to hang on here, but as soon as Optimal reaches the Silver Age, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot more Deadpan's going to be able to do. He's trying to get more production up here.
He looked at his triremes, but he didn't move them over, so he must not know about the dock to the right.
Yeah, this is amazing that Optimal's going to be able to continue to get away with fishing here. Completely unaware of that dock there further north.
He cleaned it up. Whoa.
Yeah, he
That's
was miraculously able to hang on, but the question
for how long?
is he? Yeah, he's still kind of on borrowed time here, unless he can make something really significant happen. Um, Optimal up to 70 villagers. Deadpan now at 46 villagers. Still 3 fishing boats. Okay, there's a market going up here for Deadpan. He's really going to have to play catch up here. I just don't know if he's going to have the time, especially when these upgrades kick in. Let's take a look. Yeah, because Long Swords Champion is complete. Here come the Bowmen. Up to 148 population. And Long Swords Champion almost complete. Deadpan still at 87 population with 41 villagers. And this might be the death blow right here.
He's gonna see all that expansion to the left.
Yeah, he doesn't have the composition, he doesn't have the numbers, he doesn't have the upgrades, he doesn't have champions. More villagers are going to die here on the gold.
He is making a temple by his market.
Let's see, Deadpan now to
Oof.
35 villagers. Oh, okay, he did reach the Silver Age. He is getting the Axeman champion, but we'll see which one is it being trained in, because that might actually go down. That might not actually be able to get completed. Oh wait, where is it? Oh, it must be in this one. Okay. But even so, even if it is completed, is that going to be enough to
No.
hang on? I know he wants to wait until that kicks in. And let's see how many 41 Axemen. They're about to be champion any second. Okay, there they go now, but the long swordsmen are also champions. Let's see if this is going to be enough. He's going to try to get a fortress up here. And Optimal is just streaming units in up to 174 population. Deadpan down to 56. Desperately trying to hang on, and there's the GG.
Yeah.
So we have 1-1. Well played. All right, and then then went sheltered pass for the next map. I would say very dominant performance by Optimal from start to finish. All right, I'm going to go ahead and relog stock just so that there's no
Okay, I
issues.
will too.
All right, next map, sheltered pass. And we have a launch. All right, we made it to game 3 of this best of 5 stock. If you want to go ahead and start us off.
All right, we have we're on the sheltered pass map. We have Deadpan as the blue Persians at the top. We have Optimalacorn as the red Indians on the bottom. Series is tied 1-1.
And you knew we were going to see Indians at some point in this series.
Yep.
A lot of players playing with Indians lately. And we love to see it, right? With the latest Civ.
Yep, of course.
The devs did an awesome job. PF2K and his team did outstanding with it. And you got to say, Age 4 Indian stock are, well, Age 3 are extremely strong. Age 4 are even stronger. And you factor in the juggernauts.
Yep.
And let's see if we're going to see some juggernauts at some point. Jesus. Um, oh, Optimal won with Celts, and Deadpan won with Babylons. So Optimal having to change his civ, deciding to go with Indians. Deadpan did not have to change his civ. He could have stayed with Egyptians, but he decided to go with Persia. And it looks like both open with the barracks. And strategically, stock, you want to talk about what you have to kind of how you want to play this out and set things up for the mid and late game. We play this map
Yep.
a lot, so we want to just go over that.
This map has a sheltered pass down the middle. So if it goes late, they're going to control the middle, control their side, push on to the other side. They could wall the left and right. They could wall the middle. Set up a market at some point. Usually this map goes a little later than other maps.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a hard map to try to get an early victory on. And the resources, typically, you don't have a whole lot of safe golds. It looks like Deadpan does have a second gold that's fairly safe here. Optimal doesn't look like he has another safe gold. They're either out in front or, oh, you know what? He just discovered it. Okay, he has, yeah, he does have a second safe gold as well. Deadpan did get a tent, so his units are able to heal when in proximity to that tent. And Optimal's on his way to the Bronze Age. We're seeing Optimal be more aggressive here. Oh, go ahead, Stock.
I was just gonna say, Deadpan got a lot of stone before food, really.
Looks like it's gonna be the 8 spearmen to the 7 Sparabara. Actually, 9 spearmen, 9 Indian spearmen. Oh no, 8 to the 7. And Deadpan does not have enough food to get another Spara out at the moment.
He has 8 tent, so this will start healing his army.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to be able to clean this up. And Optimal's going to go ahead and retreat. Optimal should be getting close to being able to get his second town center up and start that double villager production. Let's see what he wants for his second production building. I'm thinking he's going to go with probably an archery range. What do you think, Stock? That's usually the option.
Probably 1-1-1 for both. Just to play it safe.
All right, second town center going up for Deadpan. Optimal is trying to do a little bit of damage here, but looks like he's going to be unsuccessful. Now, with the time at almost 5.5 minutes, 19 villagers for Deadpan and 20 villagers for Optimal. Okay, archery range going up for Deadpan for his second production building. And it looks like archery range for Optimal as well. And he does have God of Warriors out, so these Sparabara are not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage here. They're going to have to back off. They are no match for the God of Warriors. And Optimal is going to go on the offensive here and see how far he can advance with having the God of Warriors out now. He's going to rally everything forward. And let's see, there's no bowman out just yet, so... but with the 8 tent and the 9 Sparabara, Optimal's deciding to back off here. All right, there's the first bowman out. And, once the bowmen are out stock, that's definitely going to be a game changer. But there is a stables going up here for Optimal. So we are going to see the Tarenga and the composition here very soon. Villager count still at 27 with Deadpan, 26 with Optimal. I guess the question is, Doc, who's going to have the bigger bowman ball?
All right.
This is going to be a bowman battle of epic proportions. And it looks like Deadpan's is growing pretty big right now. but it's going to be a lot of Bowman microwing here. And let's see, 10 Bowmen still here for Deadpan. And I guess we can just add as well that these Spara do have very good pierce armor. So they're going to be able to tank a lot of the Indian Bowman's arrows there. All right, stables going up for here for Deadpan. And Optimal looks like he's getting another archery range up, so he's currently sitting on 1 barracks, 2 archery ranges, 1 stables. Now at 38 villagers, 39 villagers for Deadpan. And you know what I always say, Stock, as soon as you see the walls going up, we're going to be in for a long game.
Yep. Optimal already went all the way back home. He's not sitting. He didn't want to like sit in the middle. He wanted to go all the way back to his base. So.
And
He
he
didn't
did.
like what he saw on
Yeah.
that growing Bowman ball.
And he does have 2 Tarenga there in the wood line of Deadpan. Unable to get a villager kill, especially with these villagers being healed by the aid tent. And they do have the loom, so they do have the extra health for the villagers. All right, and that's going to be an unsuccessful mission here for these Tarenga. They're going to have to return back to base and confront their commander on why they didn't get any kills.
Similar villagers, but Optimal's army is a little bit bigger.
Let's see, yeah, his population's larger here, 123 to the 95 population of Deadpan. And I guess another question is, Doc, who's going to be first to get a market? This is usually the map that you, on 2 vs 2 anyway, you definitely get an early market on this map. But let's see, it's now 10 minutes and 30 seconds, no market. So the question is, who's going to be the first to get that market line going? Here, the Tarenga trying to micro onto the Bowman. You got the Asabara trying to micro onto the Indian Bowman. And it looks like the front line completely melded for Deadpan. And Optimal is deciding he doesn't want to lose any more units either, so both are going to retreat back to their bases. Just trying to feel
like
each other out. Go ahead.
Successful attack for Optimal there.
Yeah, killing most of the Asabara and the spears and Sparabara. Okay, let's see. There's the armory going up for Deadpan now. Let's take a look at Optimal and see if he has his armory being built at all. And I don't see one just yet, unless so another stable's going up. And I'm sure the first upgrade he's going to get is the barbed arrows. I could be wrong, but I think that's typically what you get, especially when you have a growing Bowman ball. Now up to 42 for Deadpan. Actually, make that 44. Optimal 41 Bowman. Oh, and there was another raid by Optimal, but it looks like that got shut down fairly quickly. And there's the barbed arrows being queued up now by Deadpan. Oh, there's a
Right on
raid
the right.
by Deadpan. 4 Asabara. Doesn't look like they're gonna get away with any villager kills either. Good reaction by both of them right now. And these, let's see, 8 Tarenga are gonna go to confront these 4 Asabara and have them retreat back to their base. Yeah, both are playing it pretty safe right now. Optimal does have an armory somewhere. He does have is researching some armory text. Why can't I find it though? Oh, there it is. All right, so he has 3 armory techs in queue here, and he has Deadpan knocking on his front door. But he does have some Taranga deployed over here, deploying with the Asabara still. And Optimal, especially being in age 3 now, is well equipped to be able to repel this attack. And Deadpan's just going to fall back and wait. He's almost done cleaning up these Asabara. All right, now that they're in age 3, let's see what they're getting done here. Okay, looks like Bowman champion, first line of business, Taranga champion. Still got Temper and Barbed Arrows in queue for Optimal. We should be seeing the third town center. Third town center is already up for Optimal. Deadpan about to reach the Silver Age.
Deadpan needs to go back. That's a bigger and stronger army for Optimal here. But kiting is good.
Yeah, wearing down that front line. 49 Bowman for Optimal and 42 Bowman for Deadpan. Deadpan maybe just trying to buy a little time now until we can get these upgrades. There's still a raid going on, and okay, Spearmen are a little slow to respond here. Looks like they might get away with getting the stables. And Deadpan's going to lose all of his military here. And if you look at the population difference now, 169 to 117. Deadpan out 69 villagers. Optimal at 69 villagers. So even villager count, but Deadpan's going to have to build up his force here quickly. And here the walls are going up, and there's still a lone Asabara going on a raid here, trying to kill what he can. Looks like he's going to get 1 villager for now. Oh, make that 2. All right, and Optimal's going to see this, and he's going to retreat for now. Okay, now Optimal moving forward. Third town center going up for Deadpan, almost complete. Deadpan doesn't quite have a large enough force. He is getting some immortals up here. There's none out just yet. Let's see, he's up to 161 population, 75 villagers. And I don't think he feels confident enough to fight this just yet, but I don't think he's going to have much of a choice here. He does have Spearman champion in queue. And what do you think of this battle, Stock? Is this an ideal location for Optimal, or can he pull off a victory here?
Yeah, that's a lot. 14 Taranga champions and 35 Bowman champions.
With age 3 town center fire. Oh, and there are the Takabara that are easily able to counter these Indian bowmen.
Wow, Deadpan really turned that around.
He did, yeah. With him losing his military there, I didn't think it was looking good for him, especially when he was low there in population. But he was still raiding while that was going on. Here, the walls are going up now for Optimal. Still no market for either player just yet. Oh, there's still another raid going on here. Let's look at Optimal's villager count. Now it's Optimal that's down to 116 overall population with 67 villagers. About to lose another one, make that 66 now. And it's going to be Deadpan that's going to be pushing out here. And Optimal going to have to play a little defense. Optimal getting his plantations up. He does have a nice juicy elephant here that he can eat. You see that there at his third town center? Just spear that sucker and
Yep.
have his dinner. Elephant steaks. All right. Let's see. It looks like Optimal slightly out of position, but he doesn't have the numbers here. Let's take a look at the armories for both of them. Looks like all bronze for Deadpan. And take a look at Optimal. He has all bronze as well. So no silver age armory text for either player just yet. And you see this Asabara champion raid. 17 Asabara champions. Let's see what they're going to be able to get done. He is sending his Tarenga, but he does only have 7 for now. And these plantations, look how fast they're going down with 17 Asabara. There's quite a bit of resources being lost there.
They might catch some more villagers.
Yeah, a lot of idle villagers here for Optimal, trying to figure out what to do with them. While that raid's going on, Deadpan pushing in with his main force. And there are still 13 Asabara champions left, now destroying houses. And Deadpan just being relentless. And you see the siege workshop going up right outside Optimal's base. So we're going to see rams coming in here very soon. Optimal just doesn't have the resources here. He's very low on wood, very low on gold. He does have 82 villagers, but it's just about getting them distributed here on the distributed on the correct resources here. And I'm assuming that these God of Warriors are champions, yes, and these Bowmen are champion. And you see Optimal was able to get right back up there in population, now up to 171, ahead of Deadpan. Okay, and the Rams are out now. And you see over here in the far left stock, they're having a little peace treaty, gathering together. All right, major battle here. Let's take a look at the numbers here. 36 Bowman champion for Optimal. Got a lot of Takabara, 11 Takabara left. And this battle is going to go in Deadpan's favor. Optimal forced to retreat back to the safety of his base until he can rally up a bit of a stronger force here. What do you think Optimal needs to do right now in this situation, Stock?
Seems like Taranga would counter about everything. The Taranga champions, he just needs a whole lot of them.
Yeah, because I don't see any spearmen at all. I just see Takabara and Asabara champions.
Nasabara did go to the left. Now they're mining the same gold, kind of to the left.
To the... Oh, yeah. And it looks like Optimal is going to be able to clean this up. The population's about even. Optimal still at 83 villagers, Deadpan at 80 villagers. And Deadpan really building forward here, but if he's not careful, Stock, he's going to lose quite a bit here with this forward base that he has. And I don't think Optimal is quite equipped to fight this just yet. I could be wrong. Looks like he might have to maybe build up his numbers a little bit more. And like you said, maybe switch up the composition slightly. But now the Spearmen are streaming in here now for Deadpan. But both really low on resources, both around the same population, 146, 140. Both about the same number of villagers, 81 to 80. I mean, it's looks like Deadpan's getting the better of these exchanges, but still, Stock overall, it's like just even in terms of just numbers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Deadpan thought he could push in once he got a couple rams, but that didn't work out.
No. You look at Optimal's resources, just extremely low. I don't think, and there was no market built. Oh, there is a market for Deadpan. Okay, let's see how much gold he's getting here. 37 gold per trip.
No, that he rerouted that one.
Oh, did he?
Get more than that.
Oh, he's gonna get more. Okay, let's take a look here on the next one then. Next trip. Oh wait, let's see. Okay.
Just wait a couple minutes. We'll see.
Yep. Okay, things are not looking good for Optimal. He's down to, he still has 80 villagers, down to 107 population. Deadpan is currently maxed out. He's raiding all over the base of Optimal. Optimal is not going to be able to hang on much longer, and there's the GG. Game 2 going to Deadpan. What were you saying, Stock?
I was going to say that Asabara's on the left was especially deadly because that's where all the wood choppers were.
Yeah.
A couple minutes ago, there were like 50 wood choppers on that wood.
Yeah, and I like seeing this. I like seeing how Deadpan really started building forward when he realized that he had the map control, and was just able to rally his units much faster to the fight there. So nicely done.
He was kind of able to split Optimal's base in two.
Yeah. Oh, and Optimal did get his market up, but just didn't have the time to get the caravans out and operational there. And it looks like we're going to go with Oasis for the fourth game, game 4. Let's take a look at the stats here.
Up and down for that military.
Yeah.
Some good fights.
Yeah, really back and forth. Nicely done. All right, we'll go ahead and relog and prepare for game 4. This might go the distance, Stock. We might see a game 5. Depending on how this game goes. Optimal needs a win to hang on. A Deadpan looking for a win to close this out. Yeah, Zeus, maybe decide the game. What's your prediction, Zeus? Oh, was that Stock?
We'll see what civs they go with.
Optimal Greeks.
Okay. Deadpan maybe back to Egypt.
Nah, send him an invite. Oh, 1 second, I got a message here. Oh, he had to restart. His game froze.
Ah,
Okay, there he is.
yep, Egypt. And update the 2-1.
Yeah. Yep.
We're at game 4 of the mid-level finals. Deadpan on the left. The red Egyptians. Optimalacorn on the right. The blue Greeks for this all-time matchup. Egypt and Greeks, very classic matchup.
Now, we saw Deadpan with his Egyptians 2 games ago. What are your thoughts about, do you think he can get a win with Egypt versus Greeks, or do you think he might have exhausted his strongest civs and this might
Uh,
not?
he chose the map and he chose the. No, he didn't choose the map. He he chose them for a small map, so maybe he's gonna be able to spam enough units. But we'll see how they deal with. Optimal's gonna make pretty much spearmen and
Bowman.
bowmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The counter Greeks, what do you think the best in age 2? What do you think the best composition is going to be for Deadpan? Do you think he's going to have to go with a little bit of everything, slingers, um,
Yeah.
camel
Slinger ball,
riders, axemen, or do
camels,
you
axemen.
think, or maybe mass camel riders and try to raid, do like the raiding while maybe trying to get us around? Or how do you feel about the age 3? I think is always better for Egyptians versus Greeks.
And especially for his gameplay because his specialty is the converting villagers on the side, and you got to be later in the game to do that.
Yeah. You want to talk about the strategic play styles for this map as well? What you have to do typically to get the edge?
Yeah, they're gonna have to make spears and attack with spears. Try to get a spear advantage so they can get a safe town center in the middle. All the resources are in the middle.
Yeah, and if you're looking at Deadpan, I see a nice location, pretty much directly in front of them. You see where you got the berry patch, the gold, the hunts there, and if he does build that town center right where Scout is, right where
Yep.
Optimal Scout is, he could also get a dock on the water and have it protected by the town center. For Optimal, it looks like he could go slightly to the north, right? And you see where the Berry Stone hunts. You got some dead links there. That would be a good position for him. But let's see, because like you said, first they gotta win the spear battle because you don't want your town center denied while trying to build it forward. 8 spearmen for Deadpan, and it looks like 5 spearmen for Optimal. Make that 6. Make that 7. More joining the fight here.
Optimal needs to get on a second hunt. He's getting berries instead because he saw those forged spears.
Yeah, I think that might have scared him a little bit, but if Deadpan's not careful, he's going to lose his scout. Oh, that scout is on 9 health. One more hit and he's dead. Let's hope
So
it
right
doesn't
now,
get attacked by anything out in the wild. Go ahead.
I think Deadpan's set up to build in the more in the middle than Optimal is.
Yeah, once he gets his axeman out here. Hello, Lebo. Welcome. Yeah, once he gets his axeman out here. Oh, but now Optimal can also get his Hypaspis. Let's see. You know they both want to. I'm sure they're both kind of looking here. Deadpan is able to get a second town center. Let's see where he is getting his villagers. He's going forward. Exactly where I said, but he's going to have to defend this location, and Optimal is going to miss it. But you have to kind of think to yourself, if you're, with Optimal being the opponent here, you got to think, where is he going to place it? Yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to evade that attack right now. But this, and look where Optimal placed his, exactly where I said they're gonna place their town centers, and it looks like they're gonna get off scotch-free with being able to get both of them up exactly where they want them.
Nice. No advantage. They both have nice town centers.
Yep. How often does that happen, Stock, where you get your way?
Hey.
Nope.
It's the finals, so you have to be kind of like a little bit conservative. You don't want to throw all your units in.
Yeah. Yeah, this is perfect for both of them. And like I said, Deadpan, if he wanted to get a dock there in the center pond, he's more than able to. Lebo saying Deadpan got this easy. So Lebo thinking that Deadpan's going to be able to close this out with a game 3-1 win.
Lebo's the Egyptian player, so I guess he's saying that Greeks are easy to defeat.
But Lebo, you know the power of the Bowman ball. You know we're going to see a Bowman ball. Actually, as a matter of fact, where's the archery range? There it is. He actually went with the double barracks before he went with got the archery range up.
Oh, triple barracks for Deadpan. So Optimal's gonna spam hippas and can deal with the
quadruple barracks for Deadpan. See the fourth one going up.
Yep.
He said Deadpan's going to spam.
So, yeah, Optimal's going to spam Hypaspis, which I think they do well versus all the... Okay, there's the stables for Deadpan, so...
Did Optimal just get a villager kill there, or no? See, 27 for Deadpan, 32 for Optimal for the villager count. Yeah, I mean, Stock, it's so even. They're both just like on even playing ground, you know what I mean, as far as how they have their bases set up, the resources they have that they're able to get to. It's like You know what I mean? They're both in ideal positions that this is like really going to come down to just sheer macro. You know what I mean? Like who's going to out macro who? That's all it's going to come down to, and who's going to be able to get the better composition and take the better fight. But no
Yep.
one is at a disadvantage. No one has more map control than the other. You know, no one has better resource than the other. Both are, to me, and maybe I don't know if you agree or not, are on equal playing field.
I don't know how Optimal got that much of a villager lead, 37 to 31.
I don't know either, and I didn't see a big raid there either. I think he might have killed one villager over here at the hunt, but Optimal looking to take this series to a game 5 by winning this, and this Bowman ball is growing. Let's see, or Tuxodi ball, I should say, 6 Tuxodis, and I think he's still only sitting on one archery range. Okay, there's a second archery range going up now, so it's still 2 barracks. It's going to be 2 archery ranges. And it doesn't look like this is the fight Deadpan wants to engage in right now. 29 Hypaspis right now. And he has the 9 Tuxodis. He doesn't look like he's equipped to fight this. He is behind in overall population.
He has a priestess healing.
He does have the slingers targeting the Tuxodis. Taking them all out systematically one by one. He does have this town center helping. He does have defender's advantage. He is going to lose a villager there. Putting him now at 34 villagers to the 46. And he's going to be able to hold and repel this attack for now. And I'll also say, Stock, these games in this series have not gone over like 20 minutes. They've been relatively quick games.
Quick, but still not very lopsided. Back
Yeah,
and forth every
yeah.
game.
Oh, yeah. Yep. A little back and forth, and then about 15, 20 minutes, it's over. All right, let's see. Optimal now up to 48 villagers and 38 villagers for Deadpan. So, yeah, Optimal with a 10 villager lead. And how many priestess are there? It looks like, what, only one priestess in there in the composition?
Yep.
Both keeping their resources extremely low right now. Not floating a whole lot. Watch post going up here for Deadpan. Love to see it. Okay, it looks like there's a stables up here now for Optimal, so you might want to look at going on a Sari raid or just using them to get us around onto the slingers.
He's gonna hit the... On the left, he's gonna hit some villagers hunting while he had the multi-prong. Oh, he walked right past the villagers.
Oh,
There
okay, now we
sees them.
saw them. Yep, and Optimal was able to react to that nicely. Yeah, I will tell you, Deadpan getting stronger and stronger with these multi-prong attacks and these just raids in general. And you got to think, Stock. I mean, they're good now. Just imagine how strong, because he's doing this all the time, you know. And they're, I call this the seesaw, right, or the push pull, right. You pull out when they come to respond to one attack, and then you push in with the other attack.
He's right back on the right as
And
he withdraws on the left.
yeah,
The old 1-2.
And you got to think of how much skill this takes, only because you got to manage your economy. right? You got to build your farms. You got to put your villagers on the right resources. You got to control both units using your keybinds. You got to make sure that you're getting your techs, that you're aging up. Here he's getting his armory on top of this, right? You got to make sure that you're microing. You got to make sure that you're not overcommitting. There's a lot going into these multi-prongs.
And just
That,
like that, he's caught up in villagers.
yeah, 51 to, oh, yeah, he surpassed them. The 44, yeah, with killing some villagers there. And this is what you said here about the camel rider mass. Optimal ahead in overall population, but still he has lower villagers here. But his army is going to be significantly larger. Maybe not significantly, but slightly larger. And there's still.
Look at. He finally found that little army at the top of Optimal's base.
Yeah, and he looks like he is going to be able to clean that up. Both even in population. See, 46 villagers to the 58. All right, now Deadpan needs to be careful that he does not get surrounded here, because once Optimal cleans up this force here, he's going to bring. Yep, he's bringing in both militaries here. Maybe possibly get a surround here, and it looks like Deadpan's actually going to get out of there just in time. But look, now Deadpan low on resources. Let's see, he got 61 villagers. Okay, there, because he's getting his temple set up. Okay, advancing to the third age. And I think Deadpan knows that he has to keep his military moving. And that's exactly what it's going to do. Extremely frustrating. And here are these camel riders. They have their full armory, full Bronze Age armory.
If the spearmen catch them, if they stay there,
yeah, Optimal, he needs to make a decision now. And I think he's going to decide, okay, you know what? Playtime's over. I need to push. I'm tired of chasing Deadpan's armory everywhere.
See how deep he gets. There's a fortress.
And let's see, there are 35 Tuxodes here. Let's take a look at the Hypaspis. It denied that fortress going up. 26 Hypaspis, 35 Tuxodes. And this small contingent here is going to be able to have their way for a little bit at least. While Optimal is deployed here to Deadpan's base. But he's really disrupting the economy. You see, none of these villagers are able to get onto their farms. And he's just trying to hunt down.
Here.
Yeah, he's just trying to hunt down the villagers right now. And if you look at Deadpan's population, 91 population, 61 villagers, do you think he might have... Oh, there he was able to get that fortress up. But do you think that he might have went to age 3 at a bad time?
Maybe. He did. He got the Axeman champions.
Yeah, he did get the Axeman champions, but he wasn't equipped to fight this force when it was advancing. He was just kind of doing these small multi-prong attacks and didn't quite have the numbers. And it doesn't look like he's even going to be able to save his second town center. The second town center is probably going to fall with him not being able to have enough of a force here to repel this attack. You take a look here, still with 18 Hypaspis and 36 Tuxodes. Optimal now up to 146 population. But he still only does have 44 villagers. He doesn't have a whole lot of villagers. Where Deadpan, he does have 64 villagers, but just can't get his numbers up right now. But what do you think, Stock? I think if Deadpan is able to hold on long enough,
Which he
because
is.
yeah, okay, reinforcements arrived here for Optimal, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh my gosh, both are low in overall population, but if Deadpan can clean this up,
Yeah,
which he's going
second town
to,
center's up.
and he was able to get the second, okay, that yeah, there's the second town center up, and actually the third. All right, so this is not looking good for Optimal. Optimal needs to manage his economy here. And I don't think, oh, he does have an armory, okay. But he was behind an armory. He's just now getting his armory. He's not in the Silver Age. Okay, so Optimal's going to have to hang on now. It doesn't look like he's on gold. Okay, he does have villagers here on gold. Total of, okay, 15 on gold. There's a market going up here for Optimal, but I think that might just be to sell resources because it's not in any position to really trade. All right, Siege Workshop going up here for Deadpan. Optimal does not look like he's in a good position. How do you see this playing out here, Stock?
Optimal's in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lebo saying turn the tide.
Yep, he definitely turned the tide there. And what did it was he got his villagers out to the south. If Optimal would have
Yeah,
walked his army to the south, he would have caught 30 villagers
yeah,
with their pants down, but
oh yeah,
they got their pants up.
yeah, yeah, they definitely did. And this is gonna be like the final stand for Optimal. Let's see, Deadpan saying, I'm not quite ready for you, but I have something coming. He's saying, I got something for you. His rams are coming out.
Um,
And Deadpan looking like he's in a good position to take this stock 3-1. Optimal still in age 2. Deadpan with a larger population, much stronger force here. Oh, and Optimal looks like he's going to clean this up. Let's see. 27 Toxotes still remaining. He's still at 44 villagers. Yeah.
he
And I
still
and I
needs to do something more.
yeah, and I know it's hard stock. I have a hard time trying to recover from, when you just have your economy destroyed and you're getting raided all over, and now you have to just mass back up and get your villager count up. I know it's a struggle. It's not easy to do. Um, and I'll tell you right now, time is not on Optimal side. He needs to fix his economy, and he needs to do it fast. Let's see, he is up to 124 population. He's down villager too. He was at 44, now he's at 43. So it's not like he's okay. He is queuing up some villagers, but he's got to really turn this around quick. And
Bowman
he
balls at 50.
and he needs to get to age 3. Deadpan, his population's only growing here. 75 villagers, 159 pop. Looks like he is gonna try to make something happen. I don't know where he's. Oh, he's gonna try to deal with this raid over here. And I guess you want to call this stock the triple prong.
Triple prong.
Triple prong. Yeah, you got chariot archers, you got camel rider champions, and you got rams attacking in 3 different locations. And there, that second town center fell. Which now
Deadpan's
this
main
is
army did retreat. That's a lot of siege towers.
and Optimal. He's gonna do a final hoorah here. He's just gonna go ahead and push. But he's just being attacked on all angles right now. There's nothing he can do. These rams are causing maximum destruction everywhere.
Deadpan's moving villagers up on the right. Oh, just getting gold.
33 Tuxotes still remaining. But with these elephant, camel riders, and slingers, they completely counter. Oh, there the town center fell, and Optimal
Damn.
wins the best of 5 series. Wow.
Deadpan, yeah.
Or Deadpan. That's the Optimal. I'm sorry. Oh, there's Starved Night. Wow, Starved Night. You guys all remember Starved Night. Hey, good to see you, Starved Night. Watching from YouTube.
I would say that's a kind of an underdog story for Deadpan.
For
In
Deadpan,
the in the all the best of 3 series, he was like getting it left and right, like losing some best of 3 series.
yeah, for
He was at 5-9. Was his final score was 5-9, and he takes the championship.
no, I guess I'll ask him afterwards. Yeah, let me go ahead and change a score here. Yeah, we missed you, Starved Night. You need to come back. I'm actually really surprised to see you. We all love Starved Night. Starved Night, one of the best streamers, casters, tournament, event organizers. You remember all the show matches Starved Night would have? Oh, they were great.
Yeah, yep.
They were. That was like, you had to get your popcorn and big gulp ready, for the Starved Night stream. It was awesome. Good old days. But yeah, for context, let's go ahead and look at the ladder here. Yeah, Deadpan rising out of the ashes. He was definitely the underdog. Losing game after game after game. Unable to reach the top there. Optimal just dominating almost every game that he played. Only 2 losses. Um, Definitely looking to be the I don't know. I guess definitely favored to win in this best of 5 series. But
Yeah.
Deadpan, amazing job, able to go ahead and pull it off. But we are not done seeing these two. These two are going to be in the 2 versus 2 best of 5 as well. Optimal teaming with Cool Cat, Aries X Elite teaming with Deadpan and Stock. That's going to be an epic one. That's going to be absolutely amazing.
For sure.
Yeah, so Optimal still not out of it just yet. He still has a 2 versus 2 to win, and we're probably going to be able to see that again today. They should be able to have that after Aries and Cool Cat have their best of 5.
Yeah, what I was gonna say about this event being set up correctly, it was like so successful because like all the tournaments and stuff, people are having trouble scheduling and people not playing. And this one, it's like if you're active, you're active. Get the games. There was 60, I think like over 60, like 61 actual best of threes is a huge amount of games. At least 3 games per best of three. And if we're able to get like all the finals played on one day, that's like unheard of.
It is, yeah. Usually it's a span of weeks.
I don't know how we could make the lower level more better, just because they they didn't really play. Nate Cirque is the king of the lower level.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunate they're not able to. We couldn't really get a whole lot of games in there for the lower level. Pretty much just Magman and Nate Cirque. Yeah, yeah, Smiga. It was definitely a really good event this time around, and everything was close, just like you said. Just very close series between all the mid levels and high levels, and just yeah, the matchups were good, and I think that's what everybody loves seeing. They love seeing the close matchups, and you know, everyone being around the same skill level on even playing ground, and yeah, the hype was real during this best of three challenge. And like I said, there will be another season as soon as I go back to my shift to where I can actually be able to play in the evenings because that is prime time. Um, but depending on how my work schedule goes, even if I don't, we'll still announce it in the spring, and if I'm not on my desired shift, there's enough streamers and casters between Cool Cat, Smiga, Lebo, you, Stock, uh, PF2K, um, Hades, Warlock. There's enough people that you guys can still get these challenges going.
Yeah.
But everybody pitched in and streamed and casted games for the best of five and best of three. So yeah, it was great. It was a great event, and everybody came together and made it even better. So, what else you got to say, Stock?
Uh, Next season, I guess we'll have some things to discuss setting it up.
Yeah,
Like there is an option of just to like continue it going, but for everyone to know that this is the prize, and it's kind of like an in between season that there's no I don't know, no prizes or anything until like next year or whatever. But I guess it could be possible to like keep it going, or things to discuss, like Tamika wanting to move down to mid level and any changes like that, or changes how the ladder should work or something. Map pool, everything.
yeah. I mean, it's so close now with Optimal and Deadpan being like right there with the high levels. But between like even Poethi, you know,
Yeah,
he he's going to be a contender if he continues to play the way he's playing. He's going to be right there with Warlock, Deadpan, Optimal, me, you. FF and Easy can easily. He didn't play much, but if he would have continued to play, he would have been right up there as well. His gameplay. We just seen him here in the past couple weeks. I don't think he lost a two versus two. FF and Easy is so strong. Especially his Romans are top tier. So if they become more active and continue playing, then by next season, everyone's going to be so close in skill that the mid level is just going to be, you know, completely stacked. And
That's that's an option too, is to like remove levels and just have everyone move up and down, because the top will stay at the top and the bottom will stay at the bottom, but we don't have to have levels, I guess.
yeah, just have it all, just everybody compete and just everybody move up or down depending on their wins and losses. Yeah, that's always an option as well. And hopefully we can see Punisher and Verhoover become more active as well. And
Yeah.
maybe because we do have new players as well. We have um we got two new players. Yeah, yeah. I think you see what Smiga said. Remove levels and it just becomes the Aries Cool Cat show. So what do you think about that? You think that it's just gonna
Well,
be
it would be more like removing it between seasons, just to, I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like we can still, if we still host best of threes, we can
Yeah,
still kind of move them up and down. But then if a new season starts, then we'll just come right
determine
back
where
to
everyone's at.
where
Yeah.
everybody's at. Yeah. Yeah, well, we could do that. Yeah, that will be season 4 because this is the third time that we've had this best of 3. Um, the last best of 3s were a little rocky, to say the least. Uh, because remember, those were like experimental, so they
Yeah.
were just kind of all over the place. But he said Punisher just rage quit because I beat him. That was an exciting win because Punisher was I guess he was favored to win above all the mid levels. Like Punisher was like everyone's like Punisher's going to be number 1. He's going to hold number 1. He's going to be like the top. And of course, with me coming from the very bottom below Magmam, you remember I was below Magmam, and then working my way up to the mid level tier and beating Tempires and then facing off against Punisher. I don't think anyone really gave me a shot there. Nobody gave me a chance. They're like, okay, yeah, this is this is going to be a 2 and out. So I got a little excited. I did talk to Punisher. It wasn't like anything towards Punisher when I was celebrating. It was just like I was shocked
Yeah.
myself that my
Right.
my
Yeah.
proxy worked. I'm just like that's what I've been doing throughout my entire time that I've been playing Age of Empires online PvP is I've been rushing, you know? And what we even had a name for it, Stock, we called it the Spartan Rush. It was a
Yeah.
1 TC all in rush. And I just said the Spartan Rush is still strong. It wasn't anything towards, Punisher. I still said GG, great job. I was hoping he would still continue to play on, but I think he might have thought I was just celebrating a little too much, which is unfortunate because we've had plenty of talks, and Punisher knows that I love having him compete, and I hope he
Yep.
does come back because um, I think everybody loves seeing Punisher playing these events.
And that every season is a learning, like a lesson to learn too. Like you setting up the active and inactive and like removing players. That was definitely the way to go. If
Oh,
people if people aren't going to be able to play, they're not going to be involved.
yeah. Cool Cat surprised. He said, "Really?" I guess he just got back. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have Cool Cat and Aries like very soon. I think Cool Cat's gonna be back soon. A banana saying you should be scared for tubers too. Yeah, Banana and Aries, the underdogs, are going to make a very A very scary 2 versus 2 team.
And if they've
I,
been practicing, I don't know if Cool Cat and Optimal have been practicing.
yeah, yeah. And if I haven't said it enough already, guys, again, I want to make sure I thank everybody that made all this possible, especially like I said, the high level players, um, just participating. Because one thing we loved it. Don't get me wrong, me and Stock will say time and time again, we love the mid levels. Are just the battles are always going to be epic for the mid levels, and they're always going to like go all out. You know what I mean? But
Yep.
the high levels, like they're so hard to touch. Meaning, it's so hard for us mid levels to get to that level to where we can beat a high level player, Cool Cat, Madlib, Eka, Smiga, Ares, or Hoover. Who am I missing, Stock? It's so hard for us to get to that level to where we can beat high level players in a best of three or a best of five. They just do something that the mid levels and low levels can't do. You know what I mean? We've been playing for years, and you know, a lot of us we've been around along either the same amount of time or longer than some of the high levels, and we can't get there. So when the high levels come out to play, we love to see it. Oh, calling Aries underdog. No, no, not really underdog. Just as far as just the on the ladder. Yeah, not he's not really an underdog. Just in this ladder here, if we're looking, they're second place holders. So we got the first place holders versus the second place holders. Yeah, so not really an underdog. If he would have got one more win, then the 2 versus 2 would have been completely different. Yeah, you guys keep messing with Aries. He's gonna pull off something crazy here in this 2 versus 2. All right, what else do you have, Stock? Any more ideas or suggestions, or anybody you'd like to thank in this event?
No, just everyone. It's awesome.
All right, I think what we'll do is we'll take a short break. 'Cause like I said, what around probably what are you thinking, Cool Cat? 3:30. So maybe like I'm sorry, maybe like 40 minutes. You'll be ready?
And you were thinking that maybe like spring or something, right?
Oh,
Not
for
this year,
next,
but
yeah, for next season.
just see how work goes and everything.
Yeah, I'm thinking either February or March.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, maybe either mid-February or beginning of March. So after the holidays, because it's so hard. Oh, like an hour. Okay. Yeah, it's so hard during the holidays to get like to have an event going on because people are traveling and celebrating and families coming in and so we got Christmas, New Year's. Yeah, so I'm thinking things might start to slowly die down around February, March timeframe. And I think that would be a good time to hold another best of three challenge.
There's still going to be a lot of games going because like Halloween event starts tomorrow night, and then the winter event will be in December. So
Yeah.
Should be able to get plenty of games still.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that'll be season 4, and these games will be highlighted. So like the finals, so like the best of 5 finals will be highlighted for each season, so we can go back season after season and see like who were the how the games went for the best of 5 series for that season. And I think what we'll do is we're always going to make a best of 5 2 versus 2. So we'll have a 2 versus 2 best of 5 for each season as well, because we just don't have enough 2 versus 2 streamed as far as like casting. Actually, Stock, I can't remember when was the last time a 2 versus 2 was casted.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
definitely not enough players to make like a 2 versus 2 tournament and stuff like that. It's been talked about a lot, and it would be really great to have some kind of 2 versus 2 event or something. But
oh my gosh, yeah, and especially because we love 2 versus 2. I mean, that's all you see me posting. 2 versus 2 time, prime time, 2 versus 2, searching, 2 versus 2 plus 2. You know what I mean? So I I love 2 versus 2. We're just not able to really cast a lot of 2 versus 2s. But I'd love to cast 2 versus 2s more if we could.
free for all season.
Free for all season.
That's what
Sh-
Cool Cat says.
should we do a free for all cash prize
No
as
way.
well?
Probably
God
not.
please. Nobody likes free for all. The problem is, do you know how many people? The only people we'd have being able to participate in a free for all would be Cool Cat, Aries, Warlock is an absolute no. He hates free for all. I don't know if Deadpan and Optimal like free for all or not. I don't think Smiga is a huge. Well, clearly Smiga's not a huge fan of free for all. So it's like we just don't have the players. Me personally, I absolutely love free for all. If I could host a free for all challenge right after the 2 versus 2, and then just have that added to the pot as well, and have a little cash prize for that, I would do that as well. But nobody wants a free for all. That could have been it. Could have been the events could have went 1 versus 1's best of 5, high level, mid level, the 2 versus 2 supremacy teams best of 5, and then a free for all to top it off for like the finale. You know what I mean? But nobody wants to do free for
Yeah.
all, so I can't. Stock, you can't tell me you don't like casting free for all. See, Cool Cat's all
Uh,
for it. He said, "Put me in, coach." Or what if we had uh the old guard, right? The old top level players, Carnage and Greeky and Striker and Zerton come back to play in the free for all. That'd never happen again. I don't think. Or the Mista, they'd never come back and play. That'd be awesome though, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Cool Cat's a warrior though. Cool Cat, he's just up for anything. He's just like, whatever we're doing, let's go. He's ready for war, and that's what we love to see. Let's just take a look and see who's Snuggums and who's the other one here? Soup. Snuggums and Soup said they want to definitely get more PvP games. They were asking about the X Elite clan, and they like the mission of the X Elite clan. Soup said he wants to join the clan.
But did you talk about their naming convention yet?
No.
Snugamax Elite or Supex Elite.
They could change it to, something maybe slightly different, but that'd be nice. Out of this event, we were able to manage to get 2 new PvP players. That's exciting, right? They saw the event and they're like, they've seen all the streams and games that were being casted and played. I think they might have noticed Cool Cat's stream because Cool Cat, he has a very large following now, and we got to get Cool Cat. We got to get you set up on YouTube so we can attract even more viewers. Oh, speaking of that, where is Star of Night? Oh, he must have logged off. Okay, we'll see if Star of Night will come back. But looks like we have an hour. Cool Cat and Aries, whenever you both are ready, I'm gonna be right here. Just message me in Discord. What we'll do, Stock, is we'll just take a little break, and then we'll come back for the high level.
And have Deadpan and Optimal both confirmed that they would be able to play the 2 vs 2 finals.
No, they haven't. You want to send them both a message and just ask them?
But I think Deadpan did. He just said he needs a break, so hopefully Cool Cat and Aries before the 2 vs 2.
Yeah, okay. And I think Optimal did say he had like all day to play today too, so he should be back in a little bit as well and able to play. But we'll confirm with Optimal again. Make sure he can be there after Cool Cat and Aries. Uh, and Cool Cat, I'm actually I got a YouTube because that's what I did last time. Was I YouTubed how to set that up? So I'll just see if I can find that YouTube video again, and I'll just send you the link so you can just watch the YouTube video and set it up. Um, but it wasn't hard. You just gotta add something to your OBS. Yeah, so let me find that, and we'll log off of here for now. I'll get a drink and maybe a little snack, and then we'll be back and ready to cast the high level best of 5.
Nice.
Awesome. All right,
See
so
you.
I'll see you in a little bit.
All right.